Hey guys, how's it going everybody? My name is Blitzwanger, and ladies and gents, it is official. November 27th of 2018, we have now found out what is the next LEGO game coming to us from the lovely team over at TT Games, as well as, of course, WB Interactive, and that will be, guess what? Surprise, surprise, I was right again. So yeah, I'm gonna brag about it because I totally called this. LEGO Movie 2, the video game, is indeed coming our way. Now, with that in mind, of course, this is going to be a video game that is based on the LEGO Movie 2, the second part movie, so keep that in mind, except that obviously this time around they actually just went with a bit of a different title, where they just went with LEGO Movie 2 video game, which I guess maybe they could have added the video game, but either way, let's go on ahead and run through some of the details that we know about this game. I'm super duper stoked to see when this game launches. My guess is that it's going to be either the same weekend that the movie comes out, because that's usually what they do, or maybe a week or two prior. Now, with that in mind, ladies and gents, of course, let's run through the details. So first and foremost, Warner Brothers Interactive and TT Games, as well as the LEGO Group, have announced the LEGO Movie 2 video game, inspired by the much anticipated sequel to the LEGO Movie 2, the second part from Warner Brothers Pictures and Warner Brothers Animation. The LEGO Movie 2 video game will be available for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One devices, and PC. So if you're a PC gamer, you will still be able to go on ahead and play this game. So keep in mind, we have 4 primary platforms. Now again, keep in mind that of course the PlayStation 4 has multiple different lines as far as the actual PS4. So it could be your original PS4, it could be your PS4 Pro, so on and so forth. And same thing goes with the Xbox One, because there's the Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X. So there's lots and lots to choose from. So with that in mind, as far as date, all they said was that it was going to come out in 2019, but there was an extra blurb of detail which said that it would come alongside the film and a collection of the LEGO Movie 2 building sets. Now again, there's no concrete date here, which of course is something that I would have loved to see, especially because of course if we're getting an announcement like this, it's kind of odd to be like, hey, there's an announcement of the fact that the game is coming, but then there's no announcement as to when specifically it is coming. Now keep in mind that the movie is coming out on February 8th, which is just around the corner. It's really not all that far away. So I'm actually quite curious to see whether or not this is going to be a game that comes out this quickly in comparison to our last LEGO game, which was just a couple weeks ago, or I guess at this point it's been a little bit, but you know, it feels like it's been a couple of weeks ago. So it's kind of odd that we're getting a LEGO game so quickly, but at the same time, I'm excited because I was one of the few people that actually enjoyed the LEGO Movie video game, because again, it was something where it went away from being based on DC or Marvel or Star Wars or like those big franchises, and we got something a little bit more fun as far as the kind of leeway that they had with the game was something where they could kind of have a little bit more say as to what they were going to do. Now, again, keep in mind the fact that, of course, the LEGO Movie features a lot of properties like Batman and some Star Wars characters, and of course we have a lot of DC characters and so on and so forth. So I'm not saying that there are no other cameos that will appear here or anything like that, but what I am saying is that I think that when you're restricted by the certain rules of the Marvel universe or the DC universe or the insert here like Harry Potter, you know, so on and so forth universe, you're a lot more restricted in terms of like what you could do with the game. Whereas this game is a LEGO game, and it's being made that way just like the first game was, where they can do a lot more experimental stuff as far as like the missions or cameo appearances or something goofy that appears or something that would be completely out of place with a Marvel or a DC game or a Star Wars game or, you know, the typical LEGO games that we're getting. So I think that that is exceptionally awesome. Now, some more details were the fact that the LEGO Movie 2 video game is a one-of-a-kind experience full of fantastic characters and an open-world adventure with strong emphasis on creative solutions to puzzles, which I love to hear because, again, I really, really do think that that is one area where LEGO games could have a huge stride forward, is if they went ahead and focused on more puzzling elements and added more interesting puzzles. So I'm excited about that. And building within the film's universe. So that was said by Sean William McAvoy, the VP Digital of Games and Apps at the LEGO Group. Now, Arthur Parsons, on the other hand, who is, of course, the head of design at TT Games, said, packed with fan favorite and exciting new characters, mysterious locations, and action from both the sequel and the original blockbuster, The Lego Movie. The Lego Movie 2 video game is a wild adventure for kids to explore. Players must scour the stars for rare items, materials, and tools to complete their collections and help their journey across the LEGO universe, experiencing a wide array of amazing environments, wacky vehicles, and incredible creatures along the way. So as you can hear, first and foremost, the cool thing is that this game is obviously going to feature elements from the first movie as well, so that's awesome. I'm very, very excited about that. I know that a lot of people are going to be concerned about as far as like character roster, but if you remember the first game, there were a lot of characters, and think about the amount of characters added with the LEGO Movie 2. So you have all the characters from the LEGO Movie 1 video game, plus in addition to that, you have more variations of Emmett and Wild Style, and I'm sure we're going to get a bunch of other characters that are going to become fan favorites. So all of them becoming or being added into the game is a huge deal. So I really am excited to see what is going to be what this game is going to be like, I should say, which would actually make some sense. But essentially, the reason why I'm excited is because it is not based on a big, ginormous property like the DC franchise, Marvel franchise. It's like, to me, I'm actually excited about this because I think it's going to be something a little bit more similar to like the handheld Ninjago games, or something a little bit more similar to like even the the Lego Incredibles game that we got. It's probably going to be something a little bit more in that style as far as I'm concerned. And I think that that's a good thing because it'll be something that's refreshing and different. And if we keep getting two Lego games, one based on a big giant franchise like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, so on and so forth during the year, and then the other one is something a little bit more smaller, but as a result of that, a little bit more, I don't want to say creative, but a little bit, I guess creative might be the right word here, a little bit more inspired. I think that would be really, really cool to see. So nevertheless, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. I would definitely love to hear your opinions and thoughts down in the comments section below. Plus, of course, the other reason why I'm super duper excited about this is because apparently it's going to feature a lot of space, which sounds pretty awesome to me. As a big fan of NASA and space and SpaceX and so on and so forth, I'm very, very excited to go on ahead and explore the LEGO galaxies. Peace out, guys. I'll see you later, alligators.